Well, a very good afternoon to you, Nina, and it's quite good to hear from you. And as you've just asked me, what is happening right now on the floor of the House, as you've been able to show in that first part of the bulletin, is that a division bell has just finished ringing. And a division bell means that it is calling all members of Parliament who are not in the chamber at that particular hour so that they could come in. And in coming in, it means that they want to take a vote. Remember, what has been happening since 10 o'clock when it all started is that this is the third time that the division bell or the chairperson of this particular committee of the whole is asking for the division bell to be rung, because there are some certain pieces of legislation and amendments that are actually calling for more interrogation. What does this basically mean? Once an amendment is proposed by the chair, as it has been captured in the order paper today, is that there are those who are saying aye and the nays. And the House is downright divided into those who are supporting President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga on one side, and there are those who are supporting Deputy President William Ruto on the other side. In the first vote that they were able to take, and this is where they are measuring the numbers, is the first question or the first amendment that had been proposed by John Mutunga, a member of parliament, and they wanted to introduce the word equity in political parties, and also to make sure that the dominant political party color is therefore contained. This basically means that if there is any other party that has any other color that resembles a dominant political party, then there's a probability that the political registrar, the office of the registrar of political parties, may just strike us off. In that one, there was no concurrence as it had been, and what they had to do is that there are those members that had to take a vote, and in taking a vote, those that are in support of Deputy President William Ruto were 123. Those that were supporting the handshake were 118. That meant that there was a difference of 5 members. In that particular one, then Deputy President William Ruto and his allies were able to carry the day. So that basically means that if adopted at the end of the day, there is a probability that if your political party has another color that resembles another political party, then there is a probability that that color is going to be dropped. And this, the effect is there are those political parties like the Devolution Empowerment Party, which people have argued whether its color is yellow or gold. Then it has a color that resembles UDA, that has been a political party that has been in existence for quite some time. So there is a probability that they may be asked if it is ascertained that it is yellow and not gold, then they will have to drop that particular color. Then we went into other amendments that were not so controversial until we got to another one that had been proposed by former Majority Leader Aden Duale, and that is the deletion of Section 5 of this proposed new bill. Once there was no concurrence, they had to go into division, and there were certain members of parliament allied to both sides that were seated at the lobby, and what had to happen is that they were able to marshal the numbers and come in. In the second vote, that particular amendment by Duale has been defeated, and that means that the handshake side of President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga has carried the day. What has happened? Remember, the other vote had 123 for UDA, and 118 for the handshake side. With this particular amendment, it has been defeated, whereby 150 members were able to be in the House. That is an addition from 150 to from 118 to 150, and the UDA side was also able to add from 123 to 136. That particular amendment has been defeated. And if this is the trend where the handshake side keeps on making sure that they do have the numbers and force division from every particular point that they have a contention with, then there is a probability that they may end up carrying the day, because they have already been able to marshal the numbers to 150. That is a difference of 150 minus 136. That is a difference of 14. Will both sides be able to do that in the afternoon session? Even the House, which breaks at around 1 o'clock, has not broken. By the time we were having this, the division bell was being rung. Remember also, the chairperson of the committee of the whole, because it is not chaired by the speaker, is that the chairperson, that is Chris Omulele, has been able to say that they will stay in the house even if it means going all the way to midnight, because the whole day has been gazetted for this particular business. And so we are waiting to see what is this that is going to go on, and if these numbers are actually going to go up moving forward. Remember, we've also seen some members, including the leadership of the different formations, going out and trying to make just a few calls to see who is this who has not been able to make it to the chamber, and they are within Nairobi. Deputy President William Ruto is said to have called the members of the United Democratic Alliance. It is not a party that is recognized here, but those allied to him, asking them to be here. Now 136 of them have been here, 150 from the side of the handshake. Can they marshal any more numbers? Can the UDA allied members of parliament get the extra 14 to match the 150? Can the 150 that is being said by the handshake side, can they marshal more? That is the question, because there are contentious issues that are still going to come that have not been gotten. Remember, there are about 17 or 18 pieces of legislation. One of them has been dropped, and some of them, even by Dagoretti South member of parliament, was also dropped. But there has also been some drama with, we've seen nominated member of parliament 001, Ole Sankok, even trying to hold on to his crutches. The other time, Babu Owino was able to go with them. So there are all these things that are happening within the house, and we'll be able to keep you abreast with what is happening. But right now, they are going piece by piece of all pieces of legislation, so that by the end of the day, they're able to ascertain who has the numbers. There has been that clarion call, Nina, that the handshake side has been calling on Deputy President William Ruto to show what numbers he has. 136 members is also not a small feat. So we are keeping tabs, and we'll be giving you an up-to-minute breakdown of what is happening, and also the pieces of legislation. Me and my colleague Vincent Odor are on this story, and we'll make sure that there is nowhere else you'll go other than NTV to keep you updated.